Guten Morgen, everyone. I'm making this video for one particular reason. I want to react to German music more on this channel, and reacting to this video about the most influential German band ever by backing tracks into YouTube channel will give me idea, but I want you guys in the comment to tell me what I should react to from Germany, because there's a lot of music these days and it's not that easy to choose what to react to. Live performance, please, because copyright in Germany are absolutely insane. If it's a music video, don't even try, except if you know that the band will remove the copyright claim. Yes.
The 20 most influential German metal bands. Chapter 1. Forgers of German Metal.
Okay, the beginning.
Here are the giants who paved the way. Bands that were born back in the 70s and 80s, mixing hard rock, traditional heavy, and speed metal, and which helped consolidate metal as a global movement. The true foundations of the German heavy sound. Rage.
Rage.
One of the most versatile bands in German metal. From speed to power, Rage has never been afraid to evolve, always with the right balance of heaviness and melody. Sinner. Traditional heavy classic, led by Matt Sinner, a constant name on the scene since the 80s, with solid riffs and a direct approach.
He was a Romeo for lonely girls, wore a ring with a big black.
Grave Digger. With lyrics inspired by history and an epic.
Why these kind of rock voice, really high classical, like, but also very powerful voice, like Robert Plant? Why these kind of voice are no longer like popular these days? Is it because like nobody's born with these kind of genes again to be able to do it, or it's a choice? Because I really feel like this was the era, the 80s, for the rock music, and right now the band are not doing these kind of sound. I know music evolved, but this is still the best era, so bring it back, please.
Epic heavy sound. Grave Digger keeps the soul of classic German heavy metal alive. Running Wild. The fathers of pirate metal. With nautical themes and plenty of attitude, Running Wild is a living legend of European metal.
We are prisoners of a time, but we are still alive.
Accept.
I know this.
Heavy riffs, raspy vocals, and catchy choruses. Accept shaped the sound of heavy metal in the 80s and remains influential to this day. Scorpions. The biggest.
I mean, the biggest band in Germany history. To be honest, I think I've answered my own question. Why there's no band like this these days? I think it's gonna come from AI, honestly. I mean, sometimes I'm reading comment section of video. I know that it's AI, right? But then you have people in the comments saying that, oh my god, what's a nice new band, blah blah blah, and the video has 3 million views. And in my head I'm like, this is AI, guys, you don't know, right? Yeah, people are getting full already by AI, so it's over. These kind of voice are gonna be made by a computer. That's where we're heading, and that's it. Yeah, that's
in global reach. Combining hard rock, ballads, and heavy, Scorpions is the most famous face of German rock. Chapter 2. Empire of Power and Melodic Metal.
Melodic metal, yeah.
With grandiose melodies, epic vocals, and atmospheres that seem to come out of fantasy books, These bands have placed Germany at the top of world power metal, a melodic legacy that continues to live on today on stages and playlists around the world. Powerwolf. Theatrical, powerful, and dark, Powerwolf is a visual and sonic spectacle with grandiose power metal and a unique identity. Aventasia. An ambitious project by Tobias Sammet. Operatic metal with legendary appearances and epic stories that sound like a metal musical.
Woo!
Primal Fear. Heavy, fast, and with powerful vocals. Primal Fear is the essence of power metal with direct influence from Judas Priest. Edguy. Started in classic power metal and gradually flirted with hard rock. Irreverent and technical, Edguy marked a generation.
It's the era also crazy guitarist, crazy drummer. Where are all these unique, crazy guitarists that can be soloists these days? Maybe I don't listen to music enough. I feel like I watch music from Germany these days, and I don't recognize what I grew up with. Maybe because of YouTube and technology, everything is so auto-tuned and generated artificially that the true artists are not as popular? I don't know. I need you guys to explain to me what's going on.
Gamma Ray. Founded by Kai Hansen, ex-Helloween, Gamma Ray is pure root power metal with high voltage speed and melody.
Freedom is the word. Freedom, freedom.
Blind Guardian.
Fantasy, literature, and orchestrated sound. Blind Guardian took power metal to a new level of complexity and emotion.
I remember them from Wacken. It's the first time that I saw the lead singer, and I was like, he looked like a guy that worked in a 9 to 5 in an office, because he looked like he's not a singer, but then he's singing, he's like epic.
Helloween. The fathers of European power metal. Helloween opened the doors to a new era with their Keepers of the Seven Keys, and never stopped. Chapter 3. German Steel, the Thrash Era. Brutality, speed, and attitude. These are the hallmarks of German thrash metal, led by a legendary quartet that forms the so-called Teutonic Big Four. They represent the fury and rebellious spirit that shaped extreme metal in Europe. Kreator. The fury of German thrash. Kreator combines speed, technique, and sharp lyrics, one of the great names in world extreme metal.
See, that's not bad, but for me, this is where you lost me. It's too much. You lose me. It's like
thrash with a sense of humor and lots of alcohol involved. Tankard is beer in hand and riff in the face, always with contagious energy.
Rectify, rectify.
Destruction.
Cutting riffs, aggressive vocals, and raw attitude. Destruction is one of the pillars of German thrash since the 80s. Sodom. Direct and brutal thrash metal with themes of war and chaos. Sodom.
Even though I don't really like that style, I think he's choosing a good collection of clips. And a lot of these songs often, even though it sounds aggressive, then you look at the lyrics and you're like, well, this is really like introspective and it's not as it seems. So when you give the lyrics a chance, at least you have a different perspective to not judge people by how they perform necessarily.
Is pure sonic destruction and an icon of the European scene.
The fire is shaded, I'm like the flying pan. And fire.
Chapter 4. New Frontiers. Heavy sound and experimentation. Time has passed, but German metal has never stopped evolving. In this chapter, we meet bands that dare to explore new paths, from industrial to technical death, proving that Germany's...
Well, Rammstein, or Rammstein, I don't know how to pronounce it, I guess. They aren't born for that category.
sonic
right?
creativity remains as sharp as ever. Obscura. Technique, complexity, and brutality. Obscura represents modern German death metal with a progressive feel and high-level musicians. Heaven Shall Burn. Mixing melodic death and metalcore, the band brings weight, melody, and a firm political discourse. Modern sound with content. Rammstein. Industrial metal at its most impactful. Rammstein combines heavy sound, provocative lyrics, and breathtaking performances.
To me, Rammstein, it's their own style though. They look nothing like the two bands before. To me, they are extremely unique, and the story that they choose to cover are so unique. The pyrotechnic on stage, I think this guy, the lead, his former job was like he was a pyrotechnic guy. And I remember the song when he had the wing. And to me, they are such an interesting and unique band that I kind of love them. Is there anything missing? I know that every time that there's a compilation, there's always going to be someone in the comment that says, I cannot believe that this band was not on the list. It's not a real list without this band. So it's time to tell me in the comment. Also, based on what you think that I like, please give me suggestion of live performance, not music video and not like official video, but more like concert festival, because if not, the copyright god will punish me as they always do. German music is one of the most copyrighted music in the world. Let me know in the comment. I know that Electric Cowboy, for example, they will remove the copyright claim. Rammstein, it depends. And you need to tell me so I can react to more music alone or with my wife. My wife loved the band Helloween, because she thinks that the lead singer when he was young was very cute. So anyway.